Good evening, Hofstra fans, and welcome to the first Sports Beat show of the semester. I'm your host, Jason Weick, and we have a jam-packed show for you tonight. We will start on the gridiron as we take a look at the first 2 weeks of the NFL season. We then turn our attention to the WNBA that is coming down to a close. After that, we are joined by Owen Barnett of the Hofstra men's soccer team to discuss their season so far. We keep our eye on the Pride with this month's edition of the Pride Top 5 and debut a brand new segment for the semester. Next, we bring you our Pride Weekly update. And finally, we wrap up with the first athlete of the month of the fall semester. Don't go anywhere because Sports Beat starts right now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Hofstra Votes Live. I'm Jason Weick.
And I'm Sarah Ng.
And I'm Henry Musa.
Tonight, we'll provide you with insight analysis on the race to 270.
As well as governor, congressional, and Senate races from across the country.
We'll take a look at our 4 live shot reporters, Annie, Lindsay, Jake, and Kenny, who will be providing us with updates throughout the evening. We'll now toss over to Jake Epstein, who's at the Harris Watch Party at Howard University. One of the productions that we have is Director's Cut, and you can actually watch them live this Thursday at 8 p.m. They'll be inviting Kobe Germain to guest chair to discuss his latest film, We're Not Really Strangers, a short created for his RTVF 167 class. Then tune in to a special Halloween episode of Thursday Night Live on October 31st. You can watch on YouTube, Facebook, or Hofstra Channel 32.2. What's up, Sports Beat fans? I'm Jason White. Welcome to Eisenhower Park. Today I am joined by my very special guests, Savannah Weirock and Cynthia Zhao. Without further ado, let's get to meet some of the faces of the Hofstra women's golf team. Making a little bit of your own history. Now, for both of you, you were just a handful of students selected to be able to cover this event. You're surrounded by adults and other media professionals, not a lot of students. So Jake, I have to know, what did it feel like to be a student among some of the best in the entire industry?
It was crazy, Jason.
Thank you for having me on today. And if you've watched any of the action the other night with Edmonton and Los Angeles, it was a high-scoring affair. Tonight, the puck line at 5.5 goals. We're going to take over, and we're going to take the Oilers. I think the Oilers will handle business. They know how to light the lamp. The Kings not afraid to score as well, so we put that in a little parlay. You don't even need to worry about the Oilers covering. All they got to do is win. As we talked about earlier, the New York City metro area is where the Democrats are going to need to keep cashing in on these votes, especially for the gubernatorial race. Now, because there was so much early voting in this New York City metro area, that's why they were able to make the call early enough, as well as what they were seeing from the voters that they were talking to in exit polls. Now, what does this mean for the gubernatorial race? We can't call anything. We can call that the senior Senator Schumer will remain. Welcome back, fans. We were waiting all summer. I was tossing and turning in my bed. I was just thinking about when can I get back on the Pride Top 5. So without further ado, let's go. Pride Top 5, number 5, men's soccer. This is a team nationally ranked 22 in the country, believe it or not, and you'll see this play right here demonstrates why. I think with Georgia, it's a very interesting story. Traditionally strongly red for the majority of the 2000s. 2020 flipped all that, and again, as we saw with Biden being able to win that, if Harris wins that state, that's one of those 7 that we think is so important. That one going far. Hasta la vista, baby. Brian Morrell with the 2-run shot, and the Hofstra Pride now only down 2 runs here, 8-6, bottom of the 5th. Hey sports fans, I'm Jason Weick. First, we start with women's lacrosse. Nikki Manella and Kelly Walzer each had 4 goals to lead the Hofstra women's lacrosse team to a 19-11 victory over Delaware on Sunday afternoon at Delaware Stadium. The win clinched a berth in the upcoming CA championship for the Pride. The Pride's 6-0 CA mark is the program's best since the 2015 squad went 6-0 in conference play. Pride are 9-5 overall in addition to the unblemished CAA mark. Delaware dropped to 9-5 and 2-4 in conference play. Now over to the Diamond, the Hofstra softball team. Do you hear that? I think that's a dark horse with the DJs.
What did I say?
So we still have one match to go in our semifinals. Meet the next 2 teams to compete in this year's semis. We have America Runs on Duncan and the Gliders. Alrighty, Jacob. So it's freshman year. You're new to the team. What do you do but make Hofstra men's golf history? You were one of 6 ever to shoot a 67 or lower. What does it mean to be able to burst onto the scene in such an awesome fashion? Now let's go statewide real quick, see what we're looking at across the state of New York. Republicans have been able to win 23 and 24. These are areas we thought they were going to win. They were able to have pretty comfortable margins there. But as of right now, we're looking at a state of New York where there are 11 Democratic seats and only 3 Republican seats. We thought that this was going to be the election where Republicans could really change the narrative, change the momentum, and possibly be a national sign to the rest of the country of what could be expected for this election. But really, New York is doing what it typically has in previous elections. Hofstra's mid-year commencement takes place on Friday, December 20th at 1 p.m. in the David S. Mack Sports Exhibition Complex, on Wednesday, December 11th, and Thursday, December 12th from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Academic attire and ticket distribution will be available in the main gym of the David S. Mack Physical Education Center. Hofstra alumnus and Super Bowl winner Marcus Colston will deliver the commencement address. Colston graduated from Hofstra in 2006, earning his degree in interdisciplinary studies. During the commencement, he'll receive his honorary doctorate in humane letters. Hofstra men's soccer, Elliot Goldthorpe. Let's see the golden boy with the goal. This was his second of the day. Tied it up for Campbell, less than a minute remaining, and he wins here with speed. Teddy Baker feeding him perfectly. Look, the goalie's nowhere to be found. That's how fast this guy is. He was the CAA Offensive Player of the Week, 3 goals and an assist. And best part about that, it was your number 24 nationally ranked Hofstra Pride, and that is our Pride Top 5. Now, another team that I just brought up was the Hofstra Volleyball team, and they're off to a red-hot start. I've been talking a lot about your game, but I thought, what if we put it to the test? Let's go over to the putting green and see some putts.
No, let's do it.
With that cup right there, what are you thinking when you're lining up for a putt in a tournament?
Yes, absolutely. So,
Jason, let's hear your final hot take.
Georgia,
Oh!
Georgia, Augusta this week. Golf fans rejoice. It's our favorite tournament. And let me tell you, my flaming hot take, last year the runner-up will be the winner this year.
Wow.
Brooks
Spicy.
Koepka.
Live.
He will be wearing the green jacket for the first time in his career. One of the best battle-tested golfers. Well, fans, we got to learn a whole lot about the team. We got to take a look into this upcoming season. As you heard, they need you to pack the Mac. So, fans, you better be able to pack up all these rows and come here and cheer on your Hofstra Pride basketball team. Again, that was just a look at their first week, as they have a whole season ahead. And I'm sure you're going to want to watch, as it will be some very entertaining basketball. For Sports Beat, I'm Jason Weick. Till next time, that's all at and around Hofstra today.